Hello everyone, it feels good to be back again. So in the last class we have learned about erythrocytes or RBCs, we have learned about the lifespan and formation of RBCs, then we also learned about leukocytes or WBCs, and also we have learned about the types of immunity. Oh yeah, we have also listed down the types of WBCs. Do you remember? So let us introduce ourselves to the types of WBCs. That is neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, lymphocytes and monocytes. To understand it well, let us categorize WBCs into two main categories, that is granulocytes and agranulocytes. Alright? Granulocytes, from the name itself, it means such WBCs contain granules inside them. Agranulocytes, it means such type of WBCs which lack these granules. So, WBC is categorized into two main categories, that is granulocytes and agranulocytes. Okay, look at the picture carefully and tell me which type of WBCs are granulated and which one is agranulated. Look at the picture carefully. Alright, so you can see here I have marked those cells which are granulated. As you can see here, I have encircled the cells which are granulated, and they are eosinophils, basophils and neutrophils. And the rest which I haven't encircled, they are monocyte and lymphocytes which are agranulated. Look at the picture carefully, you will see some of the cells they have granules and therefore they are called granulated, and some of the cells are not having any granules and therefore they are called agranulated. And this is how we classify WBCs into granulated and agranulated. So we can say that neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils are granulocytes. Whereas lymphocytes, which are of two types, that is lymphocyte T and B, and monocytes are agranulocytes. Neutrophils when observed under the microscope, you will find that neutrophils are the most abundant of all the total WBCs. That is 60 to 65% of the total WBCs comprises of neutrophils. And the main function of neutrophil is to destroy any harmful or foreign organisms entering our body. And therefore, they are called phagocytic in nature. I repeat, phagocytic in nature, meaning they are able to destroy any harmful or foreign organisms entering our body. And therefore, neutrophils are phagocytic cells. Identifying a neutrophil under the microscope? Well, neutrophil can have 3 lobes, like you can see in this picture, or 5 lobes joined together. And that's how you can identify a neutrophil under the microscope. You must be wondering, what are these lobes? Well, neutrophils have multi-lobed nucleus which can be 3 to 5 lobes joined together. Basophils are the least among the WBCs, that is 0.5 to 1% only. Function of basophil is to secrete histamine, serotonin, heparin, etc. and are mostly involved in inflammatory reactions. Now, your task is to find out what is histamine, what is the function of serotonin, what is the function of heparin, and what you understand by inflammatory reactions. Okay, pause the video and try to find out the meaning of histamine, serotonin, heparin, and inflammatory reactions. Okay, so how can we identify basophils? Under a microscope, basophils look purple-black in color with bilobed nucleus that are thick and less prominent. Eosinophils In WBCs, the percentage of eosinophil is 2 to 3%, and eosinophil fights against infections and mainly trigger allergic reactions. You can always find out more about eosinophils. Well, under a microscope, eosinophils are stained red bilobed nucleus, which are more prominent compared to that of basophils, and it also comprises of many enzymes and proteins. Talking about monocytes are 6 to 8% in the WBCs and are phagocytic cells like neutrophils, as they ward off foreign bodies. However, you must remember, monocyte is agranulated and neutrophil is granulated. The last type of white blood cells, that is lymphocytes, are 20 to 25% in the WBCs and comprises majorly of B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte, which are responsible for triggering immune response in our body. Well, going back to what we have learned about components of blood, that is plasma fluid matrix, formed elements, that is erythrocytes, which are RBCs, leukocytes, which are WBCs, and platelets, which we are going to learn now. Okay, talking about the last component of blood, that is platelets. These platelets are also called thrombocytes, are fragments of cells produced from megakaryocytes, which are special cells in the bone marrow. Well, platelets releases substances involved in clotting or coagulation of blood, especially during injuries. Therefore, it plays a very important role, as reduction in number of platelets can lead to excessive loss of blood and clotting disorders. Okay, do you know how many blood groups do we have? And how are blood groups formed? We will learn this in the next video, but for quick information, we have 4 blood groups, that is blood group A, B, AB, and O. That's all for today. See you all in the next video. Stay safe, study well, take care.